on?
Yep.
Yep. So we are videoing?
Yep.
Yep. So we're going to stitch down our centre back on our lining now. Now that we've put in our zip, let's find this, locate our centre back. Remember those 2 points that we had just drawn in by chalk? We are now going to stitch them in using a machine. And the reason we do that is to reinforce that corner, because we are then going to clip at a later stage, clip into that corner. Okay? And as soon as we clip into that corner, it makes it very unstable. And when we're learning, whoa, baby. So if we stitch over that corner to reinforce it, this inside corner here, it makes it so much more stable. We don't need to back tack it, because it is only a stay stitch. Okay, so no back tacking, turn him on. Literally, exactly over our chalk mark, right into that corner. Needle down in, pivot around. If it's not quite, and it's not quite a stitch, so I'm going to have to go almost a quarter of a stitch. Use my reverse pedal to do that. Move it over, reverse it a fraction. There, drop it down. Beautiful, that's much better. That's spot on. Come around my corner. Okay, all this is doing is just reinforcing that corner. Alrighty, so I've just stitched in. Just stitched in, snipping off the ends, 2 to 3 centimetres. Okay, so I'm just reinforcing that corner. I'm going to do the same with the other side. Come down and in.
Is that 2 centimetres?
2 to 3, doesn't really, it's no exact arm.
Yeah, okay.
It's just as long as it's, 2 to 3.
Okay.
Same deal as this one, come in.
Yeah.
Because we're going to clip into this corner, so that's why we're doing it, to reinforce it. If you had a really open weave fabric that you were using, I'd be doing this regardless of how experienced you were, because this will help stabilise that corner when you've got an open weave, when you're clipping into it. But yeah, but if you're an experienced machinist, you probably, once you get used to the method, you don't really need to reinforce on a stable fabric like this lining is. Okay, we are now going to put, oh hang on, I got that corner there, didn't I? Talking out my bottom.
So you do the outie one and the innie one?
Do the outie one and the innie one. Don't need to do the innie one on that one though, but you can do that with the one that's the centre back one. We do need to reinforce. So this is the centre back seam one, centre back seam. So whatever's on the centre back seam, reinforce that one. Okay, so what you'll notice what I've done when I look at it like this, okay, having a look at it, these are my 2 centre back seams, so make sure they are reinforced, and then the innie one as well on the other side. So both the innies and the centre back seam.
Why don't you do that one on that side and not
that one?
side?
Because this is the centre back seam that I'm going to clip into. So that one, when I clip into it and spin it around, it'll affect both sides.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas this one, I will attach this to one side, and I'll attach this to the other side. When I attach this to the other side, I still clip into it, but I'm attaching this to my main.
Okay.
I'm not attaching this to my other lining side. That's the why I don't need to do both. Okay. I'm going to put my right sides together, because what we're going to do now is we're going to stitch down our centre back seam, attaching these 2 together. We need to first of all find out where is that zip notch. Put the 2 layers together. We are going to locate where our zip notch is for a start, make sure it's all nice and even and level. And then I'm going to put a pin 2 centimetres below it. That's my stop sign. I want to stop stitching 2 centimetres below that notch, that zip notch. Okay? I'm going to start stitching. We're going to put a pin through that pivot corner there, and then that pivot corner there. Join those 2 together. I pull my pin right down to make sure they're absolutely flush. Okay, so I put a pin through those 2 pivot corners there, and I put a pin 2 centimetres below my zip notch. That's my stop sign. This is my stop sign. Okay, I don't want to go right to my zip notch. I need my lining to be slightly longer. Start point. So let's start at that one there. Remember, I've got my right sides together as I'm sewing this. Once again, still 1 centimetre seam allowance. Reverse it up to that. Coming down. Oopsie, coming around If your that stitch line, that stay stitch shows, you can then just unpick it and pull it out later. So it's not a big deal. So don't even panic about covering it or not covering it. It's irrelevant, because what's more important that it's a stabilising stitch. I'm walking in, so I don't want to overrun that corner, because I know that I'm not such a good machinist. But I do want to get right in that corner, so I'm using my back pedal to get right in that corner. Out. So I've stopped at that, right on that point of that corner when I've come in, and then I've started 2 centimetres below my zip notch, okay, to join them all together. When we turn it onto the right side and check it, see how you can see that stitch, that stay stitch? Unpick him later. Don't worry about him for now, but we can unpick him later. So, thanks, hun. That